Hello, it's Christina with leadsandleverage.com, and I am coming at you live today. I love this. I'm loving this live with you guys. It's awesome. I love hearing your questions. I love being able to have conversations with you. I just really love it. I love it. I love that you get off the cuff answers from me when you ask questions. So you just get an answer right from me, and it's just I haven't practiced it. I haven't rehearsed it. So I love that. A lot of things I love about live. Sorry, my hair is going crazy. It's getting in my face and it's bugging me. So I'm kind of using you as a mirror. Isn't that lovely? So anyway, Christina with leadsandleverage.com. If you are watching this in replay, please let me know. Just comment and let me know that you were here. I love it. You can just say in replay or let me know where you're from. Anything. If you have ideas for other lives that I should be doing, let me know those too. I love those. I want to help you guys. So if you comment and let me know what you're struggling with, especially when it comes to lead generation or Facebook lead generation, hey Kim, or any of those things, pop them in. I want to help you. So that's my goal. And if you're watching me live, yay, I'm so glad you're with me. I love this. And go ahead and comment below that you're here. Let me know. I saw Kim come in, but I don't always see everybody who comes in. So comment, let me know. Let me see. What you tell me? You know what? Comment, let me know you're here, and tell me what your favorite color is. Totally unrelated to everything that we're going to talk about today, but what's your favorite color? So my favorite color, I'm going to tell you, it started out, it was red for years and years and years and years, red. And it's now, I'm down to, I like pinks, but a royal purple. That's where I'm at now. Oh, nice. Amy Cesario says there's a new little bar that says which of my friends are also on the video. That's kind of cool. I was just on a live stream on Katie Lance's live stream, and I didn't notice that on mine, so I'll have to look at that and watch. Oh, and orange, awesome. And guys, if you hear a cat like sounding like he's dying, he just wants attention. He wants inside of a room that we're not letting him into right now. So I apologize for that. It's going to happen. There's nobody else here to appease the cat. And when he wants something, he's a little bit stubborn about it. So right now, that's what he wants. And his human is not here to give him the attention he clearly wants. So anyway, so today's topic, I like today's topic. Today's topic is basically, well, it's not so basic, but it's the 7 mistakes, I'm looking at my notes, the 7 mistakes you're making on Facebook that are killing your real estate lead generation. So we make a lot of mistakes, and we're always, I think one of the things that keeps us from actually using Facebook is that we're afraid to make mistakes. It's gonna blow up the world if we make a mistake. I'm going to tell you, there's mistakes that we're making on Facebook, but I don't want you to not do something because you're afraid to make a mistake. Do it and just learn from your mistakes. Hey, Donna, what's your favorite color, Donna? That's what I'm asking. It's my random, completely unrelated question of the day. What is your favorite color? That's what I'm going down for. And then I want to get into the topic a little bit. I'm going to ask you, so join, click and comment, you guys. Let me know you're here. Purple, that was mine. I said kind of a royal purple for me. I know that my sister-in-law, she loves, I think, all hues of purple. I don't know her well enough to know which hue of purple she likes, but I know that purple is her color too. So, yeah, Kim, I like that, Kim. So, Kim, if you've noticed a theme, today we're talking about mistakes that people are making. And then if you saw me post the bonus inside FDS today, I realized that I could just run some bonuses right inside the group. We're going to do a live stream on overwhelm. So self-inflicted and both internal and external. So we're going to talk about overwhelm today. Green, awesome. Yeah, we've got I like the whole Mardi Gras theme. Purple's my favorite color, but I like the party flavor of Mardi Gras, which is why my colors for the business are that Mardi Gras green, purple, and gold. Hi, Mary, by the way. I saw you come in. So Kim, yeah, you know I can't do it till it's perfect. So we're gonna, we need to address that because there's no such thing as perfection. And if you aren't out there testing and tweaking it, it's never going to be perfect. Even if you think it's perfect, you're still going to need to test and tweak. So then it's never perfect. So then you never have to do it. I love Mardi Gras. I've actually never been to Mardi Gras, if you can believe that. I've never been to Mardi Gras, but I sure love the colors and I love the feel of those colors. It's a party flavor. Kim says, I think you live in my head sometimes. Good. That's a good thing. I was reading, it's funny, someone totally unrelated to real estate, and he's kind of doing, he doesn't teach like people how to lead generate, but he works on, he has an online business like I do, and he does like mindset type stuff. And it was really funny because I saw a comment from one of the people that works with him, and they said, you know what? I mean, they said some naughty words, but in a complimentary way, that I can't get you out of my head. Every time I go to do something or think something, it's like, but would blah, 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 blah say this? Wouldn't it be this way? Wouldn't it be that way? So I thought that was kind of funny, and that's very relevant. Yes, that's the goal. I have someone in my head as well. So, couple people, you know, especially the more books I read on mindset, and I'm not talking about law of attraction. I'm talking about what I tell myself and my limiting beliefs and all that kind of stuff. And the more I read on that, oh my goodness, it's like crystal clarity. It's like I put glasses on and oh goodness, that was a limiting belief. I didn't realize it was, but anyway, yeah, I haven't lived until I've gone to Mardi Gras. Just take me to Boobin, but it's Bourbon Street, isn't it? I see typo. So guys, all right, so we're going to talk about the 7 mistakes that you're making on Facebook that are actually killing your real estate lead generation. Okay. So if you're making even one of these mistakes, you might, and I'm going to give you a solution to each mistake. Okay. So this all started because, I spy on people's Facebook pages, especially within my market, because I know the agents and I know the people and I know their personalities. And so I'm looking to see how congruent their Facebook business pages with their business model, with their personality, with how they like to do things and stuff. So I'm always kind of looking at that. And then I'm looking to see how well their page is working. Now, as I've told you guys over and over and over again, that you can't tell how successful a Facebook business page is by just looking at the surface. Even the insights don't tell you, because it's not about engagement. It's not about the comments, likes, and shares on posts. It's not about that kind of thing. It's about the actual leads you're capturing and how well you're converting them. That's where the success lies in real estate. Actually, in any business, okay? So you can have a really, really crazy looking or crazy successful looking page and be dirt poor. So, so that's, you don't want to look at the surface. You want to look underneath. So, some of the agents I actually talk to and I want to have conversations with, they know what I'm doing. I talk to them about it and I give them hints and tips and stuff like that. But, this started because I was following, an agent's page, and he's a team. And, I was following his page, and I noticed several things that they were doing. Just the incongruency between the whole idea of nurturing relationships and building relationships, creating relationships and things like that, and just spewing stuff out because you think you have to have activity on your page. That was the main thing that I saw. So I'm going to get into the 7 different things. Their page is essentially useless. It's not actually getting leads for them. It's not actually doing the exposure that we tend to think that pages are there for. Exposure is the wrong metric. Exposure is like the highest, most expensive, highest level, least effective way to market. And it's really just meant for exposure it's actually meant for businesses who are already exposed. So Nike, Reebok, Pepsi, Coke, auto companies, things like that. Billions of dollars spent, in ad spend just for exposure. That's not you. It's also for companies who understand how to leverage exposure. That's not you. It takes a lot of money to leverage exposure. It takes continuous. You can never stop, and you've got to do it on so many levels. It's insane. So that's not you. So let's get into some of those things. Yes, Kim, we need to come down. We need to get through. We've driven by New Orleans a couple of times. We just never stopped. Not a good thing. We need to. So, all right, if you want your page to be more than a brochure, more than you want it to actually generate leads, there are some things you need to stop doing and some things you need to start doing. So let's go from here. So I'm looking at my notes. First of all, if you want to actually have a Facebook business page that will potentially generate leads for you, one of the things, and this is not in the order of priority, but one of the things, the very first thing, if you guys will look at the comments, you need to set it up right, okay? That's the very first, I'm looking at everything, you need to set it up right. And so I put a link for the Facebook page setup checklist. I think it's above here. Get that and start doing that. That link, once you download the checklist, you'll also be given the opportunity to go through the Facebook page setup workshop that I created. It's $7. It's super cheap and it's really, really, really valuable. It will change everything. If you implement those things, it will change everything. So what I'm talking about this is you need to have your page set up so that it'll actually generate leads. That's your very first step. So actually there's 8 things we're going to talk about today, but here are the 7 mistakes people are making. First of all, you need to have content that is actually helpful to your niche. Okay. So what I see a lot of is, for example, on this agent's page, I see a lot of stuff, you know, it's a team, it's a residential real estate team, and they're going for home buyers and home sellers. Okay. But I see an awful lot of, and this is a broad scope on this. I see an awful lot of things that are content that other real estate agents would be interested in, not home buyers and sellers. I see a lot of things that are more data and statistics that the average consumer isn't really interested in, especially when we're not translating that data. We're just kind of throwing out at them like they should understand what it means. I see a lot of stuff about, I mean, random stuff like they'll do weird things like, oh gosh, what was it that I saw that was something totally like how to set up your social media. I mean, it was weird stuff like how to set up your social media or how to totally not, and it wasn't even like all the same stuff or all the same theme. It was random stuff. So you need to have content that is helpful to your niche. Okay, so you don't want to be random. You don't want noise for noise's sake. In fact, the less noise, the better. You actually want to put value out there. And then that's where we go, oh, well, how do I get that? Well, here's the thing. Content that is helpful to your niche. Who's your niche? Are they home buyers and sellers? Then guess what? They're residential. So what is valuable to residential homeowners? Just think homeowners for right now. What's valuable to them? Okay, so is random data from Case Schiller valuable? Is an article from NAR stating that they need to use a realtor actually valuable to them? Or is that more you trying to state your case? But here are the 3 things you need to do before you list your home so you get a higher price for it. Or is how to create awesome curb appeal so buyers don't just drive right on by. Are those valuable to residential home buyers and sellers? Are they more valuable? That's my point. You need to have content that's valuable to your niche. That's what you need to do. So articles on even the journey of owning. If they own it and they need to remodel, should I remodel? Should I sell? Something that is not biased. So if you can get something like a remodel versus sell, if you can get that from a source that's not NAR, and I'm not knocking NAR on this, but guys, you know, we're pulling from our own resources to try to validate or try to get them to believe us, and we need to pull from other resources that support us. You know, things like New York Times, Washington Post, things like that. They post things like this, and they share data and stuff like that. So, what beyond the sale? What else is there? You know, how to hire a landscape architect. How to, know if that general contractor is who you want to work with if you're remodeling. What are the plants or shrubs that you should be planting that give long-term curb appeal? You know, all these different things all related to their home. What kinds of things should you be maintaining in your home that actually over time, when not maintained, decrease the value? You know, all these things. So think in terms of content that is helpful to your niche, not random stuff or helpful to someone else or unrelated. You know, if your niche is residential homeowners and you're teaching them how to build a business because you're sharing an article about how to build a business, or you're sharing an article about random travel stuff, and everything you're sharing is really random and chaotic, that doesn't help them. So you need to know that. Awesome. Richmond, Vermont is in the house. Sorry about that. Angela says things that pull up the value of their home are things to watch out for when you're buying a home. Exactly. That's a good one. Would putting out sites like Angie's List or something along those lines to help clients that need contractors info be a good one? You could. That's still just a lot, and it doesn't seem as helpful. Resources are really good, but if you could even go narrower on the resources and help, maybe 3 different contractors that you have had experience with. You know, I know we have to be careful about our referrals, but you're stating 3. You know what? These are 3 contractors that either myself or clients have worked with and been happy with. Here you go. And you can put that information out, you know, things like that. Your autocorrect is still doing angels. Isn't that funny? Yeah. So that's, you want to help them beyond, you want to go even deeper. We want to stop being so afraid of giving recommendations. Yes, probably not just one single recommendation at one time, but constantly be sharing recommendations of things that you truly recommend. Make sure you really recommend them. Okay. Things like that. Portland, Oregon's in the house. Awesome. I'm in Coeur d'Alene, not too far from you. So number 1 was you need to have content that's helpful to your niche. Now, if you're a Facebook Domination Secret member, you know that I gather about 100 and some pieces of content for you that's all related to residential real estate, whether it's questions, quotes, articles, home tours, remodels, things like that. And you can take that content and you can use it. You can leverage it. That's my point. I want you guys to be actually doing the part that's going to bring you the business, not out there searching the web for all this kind of stuff. So if you're an FDS member, a Facebook Domination Secret member, that is one of the things that you have access to, which was the starting piece of FDS a couple of years ago. That was the starting element because I was getting frustrated as an agent. Like, I need to put stuff out here, but I don't have time to keep doing this. This is crazy. So that's where it started. So it's all there. So Angela says, how would you go about partnering with those contractors to benefit you and those contractors? You know what? Okay, here's a couple things. Your business model is listing and is closing real estate deals. Don't worry about spending your time partnering with someone in order to alleviate costs. Just go make money. So that's my first thought when I say this. If you happen to if you happen to have good experience with a general contractor, just start recommending them. Just do it. And don't expect anything back. Just recommend them. I've learned over time that I don't need a reciprocal. I just recommend and it comes around, and it's not always from the same person. So if you think of the terms of like LaTip or there's a couple of other like networking groups that you can get into where you're always supposed to bring in leads for people. BNI, where you're supposed to always bring in leads for people. It's not always a direct exchange. It comes around. What goes around comes around. So, and I know that I'm not implying that you were trying to be grabbing it all. I just want you to focus on what's actually going to make you money, and then just start recommending people that you like and know. So that's what I do. I recommend if there's a good website designer for you guys and I know it, I'm going to recommend them. I don't build my relationships with different vendors based on that vendor's desire to build a relationship. I base my relationships on what I know you need. And then I look at it and see, oh yeah, they do need this or they don't need this. So you think the same way. Just refer out, just do it. If you can tag their page in it, great, but just give people what they need and don't worry about the return from the vendor themselves. But just make sure that you know the reputation. Your reputation is on the line when you're recommending people. So just make sure that you are recommending people that you would yourself use. That's the only thing I would say. So on that. So the second thing you need to have. So the first one was content that is helpful to your niche. Okay. Here's the second one, guys. You need content that actually answers questions. Your niche, your avatar, the people that you're working with, the buyers and sellers, they have questions. And so you need to think in terms of how can I help them? How can I answer those questions? And what content will give that? And so, let's see. I'm trying to think of an example. So if it's a little garbly right now, but if say, for example, that you have a lot of vacation home owners in your market and people who want to buy a vacation home, maybe they're asking, okay, so who do you guys recommend to take care of it while we're gone? Who do you recommend to rent it out so that we continually have people renting when we're not there to maintain the calendar? Do you recommend VRBO or do you recommend a property management company? You know, all those kinds of things. They have questions about that. How much time is it going to take them to do it themselves versus a property management company? How much, all that kind of stuff. Those are questions that type of person would have. So you want to think about those questions and answer those questions. So you want to put out content that answers their questions. Yeah, it keeps going up and down, Donna. It should be back now. And you'll hear this like a minute later, 30 seconds later, something like that. All right, number three. So the first one was content that is helpful to your niche. The second one is content that answers questions. So we're putting stuff up that, you know, that doesn't do this. And the third one is content from your own blog or website. And this one's actually really important. I'm going to read my notes a little bit more on this because I really want to share this, you guys. This one's really important and we downplay it a lot. You must show you are who they can trust. Period. And I know the connection's weak. I'm going to finish this in a minute. I don't want you guys to miss this one. It's pretty important. So I know we have a little bit of a weak connection. I'm going to wait a minute. As we come back, pop on. I'm just watching the connection. I'll get a drink of water while I'm watching this connection. Kind of waiting for the connection, guys. I'm still here. If all you can do is kind of hear me splattering in and out, hopefully you heard some of that. It's coming. Let me get on the page and let you know that the connection is weak and I'm still coming. I'm going to let you guys know that. Connection is weak and I'm still here. Hang on. Okay, I'm just telling you guys to hang on. The connection's weak, but I'm still here. Just hang on. I'm here. So, all right. So I want to get into this. Unique content from your own blog or website. You build know, like, and trust relationships by sharing your knowledge. Do you participate in different things like the example I was using in the article that I wrote? The example I was using was about historical homes. So for example, if you participate like in a historical home society, write about pieces and elements that they should know that you learned from this society. Okay. Have you done research on a specific piece of history in your community? Write about it and share about it. This is if you're working on historical homes. This is an example that I'm using for this. Have you, is a registered historical home sale different than a traditional home sale? What pieces are different? Write about them. And this is my example of using historical homes for this concept. So content from your own blog and website is very, very, very important because that is how you're going to build the authority. That's how you're going to build the know, like, and trust relationship. You need to watch other things that you do, but this is really the key piece of it all. Not to mention, you're going to be driving traffic to your blog. You're going to be pixeling that traffic, all this other stuff, but this is really important. So that was number 3. So number 4, connections still just bouncing in and out. It's really driving me nuts. Bouncing in and out here. It's driving me crazy. I don't like this because we have everything fixed. We have a new everything. And so I'm not sure what's going on. And I am hooked in. All right. Number 4. One of the things that we do on our Facebook page that's a major mistake is we just say, oh, if you're interested in buying or selling, then please email me or call me or comment. Okay. That's a lame, suggestive cop-out. So what you want to do, and most of the time we say or do that because we don't know what else to do. We don't know how to craft a good call to action. So don't just tell people to call if they're interested. You've made zero effort to figure out who they are and give them a reason why they should trust you. I'm looking at my notes. So write a solid, detailed article on selling, using the historical home example again, okay? So write a solid, detailed article on selling a historical home in your area and then push it out on Facebook, okay? Use a call to action that shows them you are here to help, whether they want to sell now or not. It will take more than one article to show your expertise. You've got to show it over and over again. But here's the thing, when you take effective call to actions that actually give value. So here's an example, okay? I don't have a random, hey, if you're interested in getting leads from Facebook, then, message me. I don't have that. Or call me. I don't have that. What I have is, for example, in this specific post. So we're still, okay, still a weak connection, but I'm here. Are you guys here with me? Comment if you are. So I make sure that you guys are still here. You can still hear me. Want to make sure I've got like you know, 3 more things, 5, 6, 7 to go on these. Can you just comment and let me know you guys are here with me? If you're watching this in replay, obviously you're still here with me. But if you're live right now, comment and let me know if you're here with me, because this is not fun. This whole issue with weak connection. Just let me know, guys. I'm gonna look at this. I'm not seeing any responses. Are you guys with me? Hello? You with me? Yeah, no. I'm gonna refresh my computer, see if comments are coming on there, but not on my live stream. It looks like, just waiting for this little bit of, okay. So I see 1 comment. Terry's here. Thought I saw Mark make a comment too, but then that just disappeared. So it looks like we're having some issues. Okay, so I still want to get these left for you. Oh, right, I forgot that. Donna, you guys, keep refreshing the screen to restart the live stream. I have noticed that I have had to do that. And I'm going to type that in the live stream. Keep refreshing the screen. Just a minute. If live stream stalls. Yes, I noticed that when I was watching another live stream that I had to do that too. Okay, so we have like 4 more things. I was just finishing up effective calls to action. So I was using mine as an example. So here's the example, guys, for an effective call to action. You don't want to just be, you know, try and reach all people at all times. You actually want to have a good focused call to action. So if you want people to go read an article that you wrote, you actually need to give them a reason why, not just share that it's here's a new blog post or here's this, here's that. The other thing you want to do is you want to have things related to what you're writing, who your niche is and things like that. So the video is a little bit funky now, or the light is a little bit weird now. Then I moved the phone. All right. So here's the thing, guys. Like, for example, I'm going to use this as an example. I'm talking to you about 7 mistakes we make on Facebook, right? So my call to action, up above, was to start with the Facebook page setup checklist. That is a call to action. That's the next logical step. So think about that in terms of, you know, effective calls to action that give value. I know that if you can get that checklist and go through everything on it, you're going to get value out of it because it's going to change your results on your Facebook page. So that's what an effective call to action is. Again, the screen is weak. We're going to keep moving on. So 5, okay, you need to have user-friendly posts on your Facebook page. So this is really, really simple. It's a really big one, but it's super simple. This is probably the easiest one to implement. Your post should have a whole lot of paragraphs with no more than 1 to 2 sentences each. Make it easy for people to read your posts, okay? This isn't about having a short post versus a long post. This is about having it very readable, very skimmable, okay? Yeah, we're back. We're back, but it's a little bit, it seems to be a little bit weak, but I'm going to keep going. So number 5, we're going to finish number 5. So user-friendly blog posts, okay? So the key here is we're overwhelmed today. We're on sensory overload. So you want to make it easy for people to see you. And it's almost a relief for their eyes and their minds, and I'm reading my notes, to partake in what you are sharing with them if you break it up. Don't stuff it all into one sentence. So if you've got, you know, more than 2 sentences in a paragraph, break it up, okay, so they can see it, so they can skim it, so they can hop on with you. Number 6, you need a wide variety of types of posts. And don't fall for this is not lovely. Facebook, you're being ornery. Okay, so number 6, a wide variety of posts. And like I said, you don't want to fall for the post du jour. And what I mean by that, every single day, you're probably going to hear some expert or another stating that this type of post on Facebook is dead, so you should do a different type of post, okay? You're going to hear that. You're going to see that. Ignore it all, okay? It's a trap with a vicious cycle, and Facebook catches on rather quickly. So when you try to game its system, they're going to penalize you. So here's what you do. The absolute best time of post that you can put on Facebook is a healthy mix of image posts, link posts, text posts, native video posts, live stream, all that kind of stuff. So the best thing you can do is do a nice wide variety mix. Don't stick to one type. You're going to hear photo posts are best. You're going to hear link posts are best. You're going to hear live stream is best. And quite frankly, right now, live stream is really, really awesome. And it raises all of your other posts up. So if you can throw in live stream, absolutely do it. But don't just do live stream. You want all of these other things, because as I've noticed, when they launched live stream in March to everybody, here's the thing. I got 50,000 reach on one of my live stream posts back in March. Now I average about 2,000 or 3,000 people on my things. They're slowing it down because they wanted to push it out initially, but now they've backed it off a little bit. So just be aware, you want a nice healthy mix of types of posts. That's what you want to do. All right, number seven, and this is usually the one I really go off on. You want targeted, niche specific page likes, guys. Okay. This is where real estate agents, and not just you guys, it's all industries, but this is where the failure is the biggest and the baddest. Okay. We get out there and we think, oh, page likes, and we just start collecting them. Okay. We go to everybody. We go to our uncles and our aunts and our kids and our grandparents and our friends that are 5,000 miles away from us, and everybody we don't even know, and we ask them to like our page. And Facebook continues to feed this because they tell us, oh, you need 25 likes so you can see your insights and analytics, and oh, you need 100 likes so you can do this, and oh, you need 500 likes so you can do that. That's Facebook. They're goading you, okay? Here's the deal. You don't want to listen to anyone or anything. You want to build targeted page likes, period. You want to protect this because, and it's just getting more and more and more important, you want the right people on your page. If your page is full of all your colleagues' page likes, they don't give a crap and they're hiding your pages. You do not want your colleagues on your Facebook business page. You do not want to be liking each other's page. That is bad news. That is bad for you, bad for them. You want people who are targeted, people who are likely to buy or sell in your market. To do that, it affects your reach, it affects your engagement, it affects everything that you do on Facebook. It affects your ads, it affects your live streams, it affects everything. You need to make sure that your page likes are targeted now more so than ever. So those are the seven things. And I added that eighth one, which was actually get your page set up the right way. So the first one is you need content that is helpful to your niche. You need content that answers questions. You need content from your own blog and your own website. You need effective calls to action that give value. You need user-friendly posts. They need to be able to read it, scroll through it, see it easily. You need a wide variety of types of posts. And you need targeted niche-specific page likes. Okay, so my question for you guys, if you're still with me through all of this internet weakness stuff, my question for you guys is, which one of these do you struggle the most with? Which one of these 7 that I talked about are you struggling with? Which one do you think you probably do maybe the most, or you're dealing with the most? Tell me a little bit about that, and I'll hang with you guys for a few more minutes, and I'll keep refreshing this so that I can see your guys' comments. I don't know if you'll have actually heard my question to you, but I want to know what of those 7, what you struggle with the most. What's most likely to be an issue for you? And I'll wait a minute. And if you're doing this in a replay, let me know. I really do want to know. Now my Facebook's not loading. There's got to be a Facebook issue because now my Facebook's not loading. And it's on a different Wi-Fi network than my phone. So I have 2 different Wi-Fis going on here. Any other questions, you guys? I know you have questions. I just don't know if it's loading, so you can give me your questions. Doesn't look like it is. And I wanted to see if it was getting targeted likes. Okay. So you think that's the one you probably is your weakest, or you're most likely to fail at, if you will. Awesome. Donna said it was blogging, but I'm finally starting to improve that process. I'm glad I'm seeing your questions and your comments. That's fabulous. I'm having to refresh on the computer and on the phone to see everything. This is kind of funny. If I had tomatoes, but see, I can't throw them at Facebook. I just ruined my computer. I threw them at the computer. Yeah, it's for each one of us, it's going to be different things. That's for sure. Yeah, Terry, so with targeted page likes, if you get that Facebook page setup checklist, and then you go ahead and get the Facebook page setup workshop, that'll get your page set up really well for you. And the workshop is $7. It's really inexpensive. That'll get your page set up for you. And then you can go through any trainings that you've seen either on Facebook Live here or any of my video trainings that I have for free about Facebook page likes, and that will help you really get started on that for just $7. So get started on that and get that taken care of, because your foundation, the way you build it, is really pivotal. It changes everything. So I just want you to be aware of that, so you have that answer for you. All right, guys, since this is really, I'm not angry or anything, but I am a little frustrated with this. Facebook's really being a little pill today, so I'm going to sign this. I'm going to wrap this up, sign off. If you're watching this in replay, comment, let me know, answer any of the questions so that I can help you, okay? So hopefully tomorrow when we talk again, it's going to be a better connection. This is kind of crazy. Some days it's off, sometimes it's on. So anyway, that's the way it is. Thank you very much for joining me. It's awesome. I cannot wait to talk to you guys again tomorrow. Have a fabulous day.